Beautiful people, hello my kings and my queens, welcome back to my channel once again. Welcome back to Onyi Healthy Tips and the Family Channel. If today is your first time of joining me to this particular platform, you're super welcome to my channel. You did not just miss your way, you are at the rightful. You're super welcome, and please, if you have not already subscribed, please kindly go click at the subscription button, like this video, share this video, and also please don't forget to give it a thumb up. And at the same time, if you have not turned up your notification bell, please, you are really missing a lot. Your notification is exactly what is going to keep you posted anytime I drop new updates. So go ahead and click at that notification bell. You'll see a bell somewhere there, just click at it. That is exactly what will keep you posted anytime I drop a new update. So you're super welcome to this particular episode for today. Today I'll be talking about parenting skill stroke family matters part 2. Yes, as of yesterday we discussed about this parenting skill, and where I detailed so many things where parents have been missing it so much, so much, and we think that we're actually doing it right, but we are not really doing it right, which we know that our children need us more than anything in life. About that yesterday, and I promised to come back today to continue from where I stopped. And I also promised that I'll be talking about adolescent stage. Yes, adolescent stage, what it means when your child gets to adolescent stage. What are those changes your children normally showcase, or you see them the way they behave when they get to adolescent stage. Some parents doesn't know that when children are growing up, they have stages of life. There are stages of age. From a child of 1 year to 5 years have their stages of characters and attitude and behavior. When they get from 5 years to 10 years, they also have a character and attitude and behavior they also showcase. Then when they get from that 10 years old to 15 to 17, that is an adolescent stage, they also have a very different character they also showcase to parents. Get to that stage and you start seeing them with such behaviors and characters. If you don't understand it, you might be thinking that, oh, what is this? But that is the stages of adolescent stage. I mean, that is the characters which they always showcase when they get to that stage. So this is exactly what I will be discussing today. What is adolescent stage? What do you understand by adolescent stage or adolescent age when your child gets to adolescent age? Say, what is adolescence? Now, in a simple explanation, I would say that adolescent stage is the time when young people develop this skill, they develop this attitude and also behavior that will lay a foundation to adulthood. And they normally go through a lot during this particular stage. In fact, I always say that this is a time that parents should pay more attention to their children, because they pass through a lot of things happens to their life which they cannot be able to come out to share with you. So this is a time that parents should pay more attention to their children. It's just like when you are paying attention to your child, when your child is just, let's say from 3 months old, from 2 months, 3 months old to 6 months old, that they normally crawl. During that time of their crawling, you know that you always pay attention to monitor them so they cannot be able to put themselves into harm. You monitor them so they cannot be able to carry something that can harm them or put them into problem. So that is exactly how you monitor them during that stage until they get to their working stage. And when they get to their working stage, you have to put more effort to make sure that they don't walk out of your presence and get into problem. So this is exactly how you also supposed to monitor your children when they get to adolescent stage. As I said earlier, that there are stages of life. You get a child from 1 year old to 5 years old, their character are quite different at that time. The kind of thing they experience, the kind of relationship which you're supposed to come closer to them to share is also there. Then when from that 5 years to 10 years old, they have also another attitude there. Then from 10 years to 17, 18 years, which is an adolescent stage, which is another character. As I said earlier, that is the most important time. You must put more effort to know what is happening in your child's life, to know what to do, what to talk to, how to talk to them, and also how to direct them on what to do. So that is exactly what it is. So adolescent stage, as I said earlier, is a stage where these children pass through a lot, and you need to understand that they pass through a lot both emotionally, they pass through a lot both physically and also socially. Now, what are those changes? What are those things you see them showcasing when they get to this stage? And when you see that, that should not carry you away. That should not make you to look at them that this child is very stubborn, or this child is this. No, there are stages of life. Me myself, there was a time I did not really understand that particular stage, and I really miss it at that point in time. But ever since I came to realize that, oh, this is stages of life. In fact, including you as an adult, you also pass through that stage. Now let's talk about their physical changes when they get to adolescent stage. What are those things you expect from your child? What are those things you expect from your child when they get to adolescent stage as a physical changes to them? Number one, you see that their body will start changing, and they start look like an adult. At that point, they're just looking at them that, if this my child is actually growing, is becoming an adult, and that is the physical changes. Then another physical changes towards them is that you see that they start having sexual feelings. That is the stage. when they get to this adolescent stage. And that is the reason why it's good for you to put eye on them. You need to put eye on them. I talked about this yesterday, that there are some discussions that parents are supposed to have with their kids. They're supposed to learn those things from you instead of them to go and learn it from outsiders. And when they start getting it from outside, that is the time you see that it will be very late. Maybe at that point in time, it might lead to another thing entirely. So this is the physical changes that these children normally have. Their body will start changing, and at that point in time, you see them, they start having sexual feelings. Then what about the emotional feelings? For the emotional changes, you'll see them, they'll start pushing their families away. In fact, you see them, they will not like to be staying with you as a mother or a father. You see your child with, sometimes you see that child will just go in and stay alone, try to close the door. For the guys, you see them restricting themselves from the family members. In fact, making that choice of being alone at a particular time. But this is the time that this is a particular time that you need them. Despite the way they are pushing you away, as a parent, as a mother, you must be there for them. Then at the same time, you also see them in this particular emotional change. You also see them again that sometimes they'll behave like an adult, and sometimes you see them behave like a child. That is the adolescent stage. Characters keep on changing, attitudes keep on changing. That is the adolescent stage. And at the same time, you also see them that they think that their experiences are more unique than your own, that nobody can understand them. Whatever they think that this is how it's supposed to be, and that is always the best. That is their own mentality at that point in time. Yeah, this is what I said. I believe it's like this. This is unique. Whatever you are saying, your own experience, it doesn't matter. My own is just the best, and it's unique. In fact, this is their own understanding at that point in time. I'm just trying to explain this so you can be able to understand when your child get to adolescence. Bringing out this kind of character and attitude, you should not be carried away. Sometimes you will see them, feeling happy. Sometimes you see them being angry. You just see them like that. They are not stable. Sometimes you see a child happy, laugh with you at this moment. Before you know it, you see the emotion will change completely. What is the problem? They start getting angry. Just a small thing can get them, can make them to get angry. That is an adolescent stage. Then at this stage again, they also believe that nothing bad could happen to them. They can never get hurt. When you tell them that be very careful, your child will go say, be very careful, mommy, nothing will happen. They feel that they are nothing bad can happen to them. That is their mentality at that time. They are grown up already. They are an adult. They can go out anytime. They can, and nothing bad can happen at them. That is the mentality at that point in time. So this is exactly what you expect your child. If you see such feelings from your children, such behavior from your children, that are the changes of adolescent stage. I've talked about the physical, I've talked about the emotional. Now let's talk about the social changes. This social pressure is very, very risky. This is exactly where our children need us more. This is exactly where our children need to understand what is this social pressure when it gets to that stage. Because when they are trying to prove to you that they are no more children, they want to prove to you, yes, I'm an adult. I can do what others are doing. I can do what this number A and number B is doing. Without knowing that it's very risky. And that can lead them into a very risky situation that you as a parent will regret it later. So parents, let's try to fill in this gap. Let's teach our children about social changes and social pressure, so they can be able to understand what social changes and social pressure while they were growing up. Talk to them one-on-one. This is the reason why I always say that parents should have that time to talk to their children. Let them understand the changes. In fact, let them understand the kind of thing they're going to face before they get to adolescent stage. Look at what is going to happen. This is exactly how it used to happen. When you get to this stage, when something like this happens, be very careful. Don't follow it this way. When your children get to know how that understanding that, it's always like this, so when I get to this stage, when such a thing, come up, they can be able to avoid it. They will not be a victim of that, because they have a knowledge of that from their parents before they get to that stage. So that is the reason why I always talk to parents. That's the reason why I always advise parents to always have one-on-one talk with their children. Have a very mutual, confidential, sincere discussion with your children. It is the best for you to make sure that your children reach to that goal which you expected them to reach for their future purpose. To stay more closer with your children, try to discuss with them, try to have one-on-one talk with them. Let them understand about this social pressure and also social changes while they grow up. This is the best. Remember, family always matters. That is exactly what it is. So I think this is exactly where I'll be ending it for today, for this particular episode, or captured as part 2. So by tomorrow, by the grace of God, I'll also be coming to discuss about the realities of adolescent sexual behavior. Yes, most of them doesn't know about this social behavior. Parents doesn't know about this sexual behavior. So by tomorrow, I'll also be talking about the reality of this adolescent sexual behavior. this is exactly what we need to know. This is exactly what our children need to know. This is exactly what we need to like talk to them and let them understand this reality. The reality matters is something that plays at 247. Yes. When you are growing up, when you get to a certain stage, if you check yourself, you understand there was a particular stage. When you get to that stage, there are some changes. There are some certain characters, there are some certain things, that's kind of friends that normally come, the kind of discussions that friends normally come in to throw to you. How do you feel at that point in time? How was your reaction at that point in time? So what do you expect your children to do? How do you want them to behave? And also how they are supposed to guide their steps when they get to this stage. So it's very, very important for us to also to discuss more about that. So by tomorrow, by the special grace of God, as I said earlier, I'll be covering that part 3. The reality of adolescent sexual behavior. So that will be our next discussion by tomorrow. Then we'll just be taking it gradually, stage by stage, until we finish this parenting skill by the special grace of God. Once again, I will say a very big thank you to you, my beautiful families, my wonderful parents, my lovely kings and queens. Thank you guys for always watching. Thank you guys for always choosing to watch from my channel, and please don't forget to like this video, share this video, and if you have not really subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and click at the subscription button. God bless you all. I love you. Have a wonderful moment, and bye bye for now.